Good morning, grade 2. How are you today? Today we will start with the lesson that's called How Does Water Change? But before we start with this lesson, can you remind me of the three states of matter that we have covered? Yes. How many states of matter did we study? Three. They are solid, liquid, and gas. So how many states of matter do we have? We have three states of matter. They are solid, liquid, gas. Solid, liquid, gas. Here, water is the same, like the state of matter. Water has three forms. They are solid, liquid, gas. Solid, liquid, gas. The first form of matter when water is solid or takes the shape of solid when it is ice. So ice is like when freezing water, okay, or frozen water. The second type or the second form of matter when it's liquid, it's like the water that we drink it, and it is a liquid water. And the third form of water when it takes the shape of gas, or we call it water in the form of gas, when it is water vapor. And please watch your mom while she's cooking to watch the water vapor. When the water is boiling, you will find water vapor goes up in the sky. So water has three forms. First, solid, second, liquid, and third is gas. Solid, liquid, and gas. Miss Angie, how can we turn the water into solid? How can we have the solid form of water? Or how can we have ice? Do you know how can we make ice? Yes, when we put water in the freezer. When we put water, normal water that you drink it, and you put it in the freezer, you will find that water will be turned into solid, or what we call it ice. So what do we call this process? We call it freezing. Freezing. What is the meaning of freezing? When water is turned from liquid to solid, we will turn it from the water that we drink it, which is the liquid water, and we turn it into solid when enough heat is taken away. Of course, in freezing, we don't have heat at all. We don't have heat at all. We don't put it on the stove or in the cooker. No, we put it in the freezer. So in freezing, water will be turned from liquid to solid. In freezing, water will be turned from liquid to solid. And of course, heat is taken away, or we don't have heat at all in freezing. So how do we have ice? When we put water in the freezer, it will be turned from liquid to solid, from liquid to solid. So again, freezing, water will be turned from liquid to solid. Type. If I want to turn water from solid to liquid water again, Miss Angie got the ice cubes, okay, that she froze them or that she froze, and she left them in the sunlight. Do you know what will happen to the ice cubes? Will they be ice cubes or will they change? Of course, they will change. The ice cube, once you get them out of the freezer and you leave them on the table or you leave them in the sunlight, you will find them that they will be turned into water again. They will be liquid. And what do we call this process? We call it melting. Melting, water is turned from solid to liquid when heat is added. Try to hold an ice cube in your hand, it will melt because we have heat. Our hands are warm. So the ice cubes will be melted and they will be turned into water or liquid. So melting, water is turned from solid to liquid when heat is added. But freezing, when water is turned from liquid to solid when heat is taken away. So in freezing, we don't have heat, but in melting, of course, we should have heat to for the ice cube or for the ice cream or for anything to be melted. Again, freezing from liquid to solid, melting from solid to liquid, freezing from liquid to solid, melting from solid to liquid water again. This is what we cover this week. Study it hard and study the difference between solid and to study the difference between freezing and melting very well during this week, because here we will stop in this, or this is the first part of our lesson. This is what's covered this week: freezing from liquid to solid, melting from solid to liquid. Thanks for watching the video. See you later. Bye bye.